Worried about how close your kids stay when you're out and about or in a busy place? BuddyTag. Worried about that lost child? BuddyTag hopes to help with their Bluetooth tracker. Welcome everybody, a Spike Studio product review. We're taking a look at BuddyTag with everything in the recent news about kids and how far they get away from you. We're going to look up close, talk about what BuddyTag does, and come back and give our overall opinion. Up close and personal with the actual BuddyTag now. You can see the applications here loaded. This welcome screen, we'll get to that in just a minute. Then we have two of the BuddyTag devices. They're identical except for color. They're both silicone wristbands. You get the tracker inside as well as the wristband. So we're going to pop one open. We're going to set it up, talk about features and functions, and then go back for our overall opinion. So let's get one open. Here's what you get inside of the actual package that we see at the top. You're going to get the tracker, you're going to get the instruction, you're going to get the silicone, you're going to get the little grommet piece, which we'll talk about how to secure that as well. The device itself is ready to go. It should stay charged for a year. If it dies within a year, they'll replace it. If not, you get a discount, I believe, for getting a new one later on, but these should stay good up to a year. The first time you should get this, and we've kind of read ahead a little bit, is we should be able to turn it on. There we go. And it found one. We're going to go to the app now and talk about what you get in terms of the settings now in the application. So we found the BuddyTag. What you can do is only assign a tag to a single device. You can transfer ownership later, but once it's assigned, it's pretty much owned by this device, I guess you could say. So we're going to grab this. Next to its little arrow says connect. So we're going to connect to the device. So I'm acting really stupid here. I was clicking this thing over and over, so I'm going to be really stupid here. Instead of clicking it and then click the connect button, they want you to swipe to the left. I'm going to say not the most intuitive, so we're going to swipe to the left. I'm sorry, but I can't deal with that one. So we have it connected. Inside the application, we have a few choices for settings. Inside the settings, you can turn on location, which will use more battery. You can there's auto mute zones, turn on the vibration, select your tones, of course, and then set a primary email, a CC email. This is who gets notified with the last known location once this thing gets triggered for some reason. So we'll set a primary email, and then we're going to start playing with it. Now, we've set the email. Then next up under here was the global range, basically. Set a number of feet. It has this little slider that's here, plus and minus. I really wish there was a little descriptor on there to tell you how far, but as you can see, you just kind of slide the range. To me, that's something you're going to have to play with, I guess, to get exactly what you need to do. So we're going to go ahead and say it's connected. Now, a couple things about the actual device. You're going to want to line it up. Inside of this, as you can see, there's this little twisty here on the grommet. This twisty locks it in place with a coin or small screwdriver. This keeps it on the kid pretty well. They've made it hard to get over the top of this and even reinforce the ring part. The goal is once it's on, they don't want the kid to take it off. So you're really going to take a look at that. Now, I'm not sure how easy that's going to be do with a finger once we tighten it back up, but I was able to take that off with my actual finger. Then we actually have the case itself where you put it inside. As you can see, it's a plastic grommet. This is supposed to be waterproof as well because of the water warning. You'll want to line the button up with that part really quick. Now we have it inside. You'll also notice it's on the bottom, which we like because that then keeps it against the child so it doesn't pop out the top. This little white area here is for you to put marker information on. What detailed information you want to list except how to contact you is totally up to you. So from this, you can use this panic button to hold down as the child should be able to then trigger you by holding down the panic button on the phone itself. That's one of the features of this device is the ability for them to let you know that they're having a problem. Not the loudest, but that's due to the phone not being there. So you can see panic, so it was already set off, and it was a panic alarm set off from that. Next up for the BuddyTag is range as well as water. So with this device, you should be able to, of course, add multiple tags, and you can also now dunk it in water or take it outside to see if it goes off. So we're going to take this away a little bit. Now, if you pay attention to the side right there, you can see the little radius letting you know just about how much proximity it has. And it's telling you a little bit to me about the direction because that is exactly where it is. I've heard people complain they don't know about the direction or they don't know where to look for the kid, but that little indicator on the side is showing you how much signal strength and kind of where it is. So we're going to move it all the way out of range so it sets the alarm off. So we've now set this thing way outside the range. You can see loss of signal alert, out of range water safety. It doesn't know the difference between the two. They just put the alert up. If you're near water, they're telling you should really pay attention. So we've actually set this outside the range finally. It set off the sound, the learn, everything else. Now, something else we should talk about inside of this is what you can do with each tag. Each tag can be named individually, so you can go by kid, you can go by, whatever else you want to do with that, which is an awesome feature. The alarm on or off, you have near and far for each type of a device that you have connected, so the multiple devices, which is good. The panic alarm on and off. You have battery down there as well as last seen location. I really like the last seen location. Location services have to be on for your device, of course, for that to function. Now we're going to go all in for this one. For this test, we're live. As you can see, the signal is full. Actually, it's totally blue all the way around. It just drips a little bit as it's there. So the signal is there. The device is close. You can actually click on the find. So the button for location. Now, it should say after about 10 seconds underwater, it should also trigger the alarm. It said a foot or more of water, but we're going to give it a test in a bowl. This is a pretty deep bowl. I'm going to stick my arm in. We're doing this live. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, you get to see. Here we go. Yeah, it's a little cold too. And it actually went off for the water alert. So the darn thing worked. Impressive as it was. You can see the water alerts going off that it was under there. So we cleared the alarm. Let's go back and give our overall opinion of everything. So we're back up. Let's be honest, having a kid out of range is always a scary thing. Now, one of the things about the range on this, of course, is how far to go inside and outside. Outside, you may get 100 feet out there, but you should be able to at least hopefully see within the 100 feet. If you pay close attention to the app, as we showed, you can kind of see the direction, where things like that. The closer the child is, the stronger the ring around the actual tag itself in the application. As we showed a few minutes ago, the farther they get away, the dimmer it goes, or the less circle that you see. The alerts can be customized globally as well as individually, which I really like. So you can have a global proximity and then each individual one, because maybe you want to give some kids more range and little kids a little bit closer. This isn't just for kids. Let's keep in mind this can be for anything from medical needs, autism. This could be great for an older person if they want to wear something. It is waterproof, which I like, and it actually has the water alarm, which we did live and it worked. Thumbs up to them for that working. It can be put anywhere, and they have multiple types of wristbands. They actually have the silicone that we see here. They just sent those, but they have Velcro. They have a cloth one for the sports fanatics. They have one that looks like it's camouflage for those that need the look and feel. But you can clip it to a shoe. You can clip it to an ankle and click it to a wrist, anywhere you want. I really like that. I think an ankle is a good place for a lot of little kids. I don't think the shoe is good. That's just because of me, because you can pop a shoe off. It could fall off when the kid's running. Anything with that, right? Someone could pop the shoe off if it really came to that. I do like that it emails the last known location to your mobile devices and to a secondary. If you're really slick, you have a group. It could send it to a group of people. You can transfer these to other people. So that means that when I'm handing this off to someone else in the family or a nanny or daycare or whoever it is, they can then take control of this tag. I have to remove it from my device to let them add it. When it's added to another device, no one else could pick it up from you. So they can't steal it from you. All they can do is then take it if you share ownership. But I do like, even if you give them ownership of it, let's say it's a nanny, they can set a CC email to show the location and send it to you, or send it to grandma, whatever you want to do. Otherwise, there's not a lot of customization. The wizard itself, I really wish they had something as a welcome screen on the app. As you saw, it was blank. And until you have a device on there, this screen sits blank. They need something that says, get ready to add your first device, or I don't know. There has to be something there. That kind of drove me nuts. But overall, this came from a father-daughter, I believe, combination that wanted to put together an actual way to track after he lost his daughter at some part during the thing. It has the slide. It has the little lock piece that goes here through, and then it has a screw on top for these silicones, which makes it harder for kids to get off. They can still get them, I'm telling you, but it makes it much harder. That's why I think ankles are a good place. So overall, thanks to BuddyTag for sending this over. It's another product review from Spike Studio. Make sure you subscribe to all our product reviews. And if you have something else you want to see or another device you think we should look at, let us know in the comments. Thanks again.